Welcome to Conversations. I'm your host, Mel McKay. I have some interesting guests with me today, as usual. So let's get right to it. The Livermore Lab Foundation was formed to provide opportunities for philanthropic support of scientific research, technology, development, and educational endeavors at Lawrence Livermore National Lab. Here to tell us more about their mission and how the foundation affects the community are Executive Director Sally Allen and President Donna Crawford. Thank you so much for being here today, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Now, many of us are familiar with Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory and, of course, the legacy of great work that's conducted there. But the Livermore Lab Foundation is new. Can you share with us why it was created and its mission?
I would love to. For those of our viewers who may not be quite as familiar with the Livermore Lab, let's just go back a little bit.
Okay.
The lab was founded in September of 1952. On its first day, it only had 76 employees.
Wow.
Today, there's like 7,000 people there. It was one of 3 national security labs to help win the Cold War. Today, it anticipates emerging international security threats and works on breakthrough science to make a difference in solving those problems. It's mission-focused and it's mission-funded, which means it has some restrictions, rightly so, on how it spends its money, but those things that it does are beneficial to society.
Mm-hmm.
So it was my great pleasure to work there for a number of years, and I was the Associate Director of Computation. And while I was there even, we thought it would be great to form a foundation so that we could actually accelerate some of this technology into society.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And we also thought it would help the lab's ability to get the technologies out into the commercial sector, allow philanthropy to leverage the activities. And speaking of philanthropy, that's on the rise. Science philanthropy is a big deal these days.
Right.
Again, to accelerate science into society. There is a Berkeley Lab Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a Los Alamos Foundation. So we think there should be a Livermore Lab Foundation.
Well, it's about time.
So I retired in 2016 and with several colleagues co-founded the Livermore Lab Foundation. No, we are distinct and separate from the laboratory.
Okay.
And we're dedicated, as you said earlier, to building a better future by supporting innovative research and inspiring next generation scientists.
I love it. Well, congratulations on the formation of the foundation. It's going to be so exciting to see what all you guys do now that we've got the foundation open. Now, let's focus a little bit more on the research and STEM programs. What kind of research do you anticipate supporting with the foundation?
So even though we're pretty young, we are already supporting 2 research initiatives.
Great.
One in healthcare and one in climate research. So let's focus on the first one, healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
The lab has these tremendous capabilities in supercomputing and data analytics, things that it might take somebody else months to analyze or to chunk through all that data. The lab can do in a day or an hour, which means it can really find that needle in a haystack. So we're trying to leverage those capabilities and help find causal factors in ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah.
I mean, this would have such an impact on society if we were able to do that.
Well, considering that there's absolutely no test for ALS, you got to narrow down those biomarkers to even get that first step. So I'm so happy you guys are involved in this.
Exactly right. And the other thing is, through this initiative, we're trying to bring various entities together, research institutions, university, medical centers, so that we can together apply multidisciplinary science to actually accelerate the understanding and do just as you say and help us maybe find a cure.
Yeah, that would be wonderful if we could see that in our lifetimes. Oh my goodness, what an accomplishment that will be. Let's be positive that it will happen.
That would be great. Can I tell you about the other research initiative?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're also leveraging the lab's abilities to evaluate negative emissions for the state of California to help with climate change. Now, what's that? You probably know.
Oh,
but,
yes.
That's so that we don't emit all that carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, or if we do, we capture it and we store it underground.
Wow.
And, so the foundation is funding a project to understand How much do you have to capture? Where would you store it? What kind of businesses could be created to do that? And we're going to produce a report. The lab
Sure.
is going to produce a report when we're funding the activity, and we're going to share that broadly with the state of California, with other researchers, with the regulatory bodies, and we hope it will make a difference as well.
Wow, that is so wonderful. We have to take a short break, but I can't wait to get back and learn more. I feel smarter already. Stay here. We'll be back with more from Sally Allen and Donna Crawford on the Livermore Lab Foundation. Welcome back. I'm here with Donna Crawford and Sally Allen, who are telling us about the new Livermore Lab Foundation. Now, supporting STEM educational opportunities sounds really critical. Sally, tell us what the foundation has done in this area.
Sure. Well, part of what Donna mentioned with our mission is really about inspiring the next generation of leaders in science and technology careers. And so we try to provide access to such a unique lab facility for high school and college students to really experience what it's like to live and work as scientists at the lab, and hopefully be inspired to continue their learning in that area. We started a couple of years ago with just one program that was a one-day workshop of hands-on coding and interacting with scientists and touring the facilities. And now today I can say that we're up to 5 programs in our STEM opportunities that range quite a bit. We're really excited about this summer. We had our high school summer internship program where we brought 12 local high school students from Del Val and Granada and Livermore High School to spend 4 weeks at the lab in research teams with mentors at the facility, which was really, really exciting and so wonderful, the partnership we have with the school district. We also offered our first full-year scholarship to an undergraduate student at Cal State East Bay who spent the summer researching at the lab under mentorship from a couple of lab staff who will then continue to mentor him throughout his senior year, which we're really excited about.
That's so great.
We've also provided some scholarships for both undergrad and grad students to support things like housing in this area or even travel to conferences to present their work. Things that the lab itself cannot pay for, but the foundation is happy to pay for.
Wow.
But what I really want to make sure I mention is that this spring we're planning to bring back that very successful program from 2 years ago, which is Girls Who Code. But this time we're doing it Girls Who Code Big because we're using the lab's supercomputing platform to expose high school students to those amazing computer programming opportunities.
Wow. That is amazing. Now, how do our viewers engage with you? Are there volunteer opportunities in this situation?
Yes, well, we are still working out specifically the best ways to use our volunteers. We have luckily had some folks who have supported us at certain events that we've hosted for the STEM programs with the students, taking photos for us, writing or editing some of our materials. But as we continue to grow, we'd really encourage anybody who's just interested in the foundation and inspired about our mission to really just reach out and call us for a conversation to find out how we can work together, because that's really learning where we find more ideas, whether it's a potential program or a research concept or a prospective donor. We're happy to have that conversation, and we'll have our contact information available at the end of the show.
Excellent. Now, have you got everybody slated for the Girls Who Code Big, or is there still a chance to get in on that?
Not yet. It's in the planning stage.
Good.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye out for that.
And
then.
I should mention we have a newsletter. If people go to the website, they can sign up for the newsletter and get all the latest information, and we'll certainly be promoting the Girls Who Code Big program there.
Oh, that's so amazing. How exciting. Everything you do, I'm just thrilled. And I always feel like I need to learn so much more. There's so much out there that I don't know about. I mean, I didn't know you could store things like emissions and stuff when you're talking about the foundation and the climate change and emissions, and it's fantastic. I feel like I need to be your shadow one day.
If you can dream it, we can probably do it.
I love it. And where do we go to learn more, to get signed up for that newsletter, as you said, or your basic web address?
Yes, so our website is www.livermorelabfoundation.org, and all the information is there. There's an easy sign up button at the top for the newsletter, And to reach us is just info, INFO, at livermorelabfoundation.org.
Thank you so much, ladies. I've enjoyed our conversation.
Really appreciate you helping us spread the word.
Our pleasure. Well, we have to take a short break, but stick around. We'll be back with Sarah Lopez from the Dublin Unified School District, here to tell us about the new Wellness Center at Dublin High School.
Hi, I'm Chelsea. I'm Faith. And we're here at the Lawrence Livermore National Lab for a Girls Who Code event.
What are we doing today? As of right now, we're making our own speaker, which is a lot of fun. This is my first time being in Girls Who Code, and I thought it was going to be really stressful because I don't know code or anything, but it's a really fun club.
Right now we're just kind of like doing CAD models. That's pretty cool.
Just the stuff that you get to create things that you do every day, and just creating things is fun.
Hi, I'm Elsa Gonzalez. I work in Livermore Computing. That's our supercomputing center here. So I work on the biggest and most badass machines. Coming to the lab, I came in 2015 from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, where I got my bachelor's and master's in mechanical engineering with a focus in mechatronics. So I did coding and all that fun stuff as